Hello students, I Shaheen Kapasi, your mathematics teacher, welcomes you to my first lecture of your chapter number 2, Shapes and Angles. In this slide, we are going to study about your learning outcomes of this chapter, means what you are going to study in this chapter. First topic, what are shapes? Classification of shapes 2D and 3D. What are polygons? List of polygons, closed and open shapes. What are angles? Types of angles. These all are the learning outcomes of your chapter. That means in this chapter we are going to study these all topics. So let us see step by step. Our first topic, what are shapes? Or you can say, what do you mean by shapes or define shapes? In geometry, a shape can be defined as the form of an object or its outline, outer boundary or outer surface. Everything we see in the world around us has a shape. As you know that whichever thing we use in our day-to-day life has a shape, or you can say that whatever things we use or we see in our day-to-day life also has a shape. So that is only given here, that is everything we see in the world around us has a shape. There are two types of shapes, 2D and 3D. Here D means dimension, or you can say dimensional. We will study more about 2D and 3D shapes in our next slide. Classification of shapes, 2D shapes and 3D shapes. First we will see some examples of 2D shapes. Circle, semicircle, triangle, square, rectangle, pentagon, hexagon, heptagon, octagon, nonagon, decagon. These all were the examples of 2D shapes. Now we will see about 3D shapes. Sphere, prism, cuboid, cube, cylinder, pyramid, cone. These all are the examples of 3D shapes. Now after example, we will focus on difference between 2D and 3D shapes. That means 2D versus 3D. So here, by making comparison between 2D and 3D shapes, we will study more about 2D and 3D shapes. First one, definition if we will see. So 2D means two-dimensional and 3D means three-dimensional. Now what do you mean by dimensions? In dimensions, in 2D shapes, there are length and height, and in 3D, that is three-dimensional shape, there are length, height and width. All three things are there in 3D dimensional, or you can say 3D shapes. But in 2D shapes, only length and height is there, and in 3D shapes, length, height and width, all three things are present. Mathematical definition we will study in our further studies. Now here, as we have seen in our previous slide, some examples of 2D and 3D shapes, that only is given here. Examples of 2D shapes: circle, triangle, square, rectangle and pentagon. Examples of 3D shapes: cylinder, pyramid, cube and prism. So here we study about difference between 2D and 3D shapes. Now our next topic is what are polygons? Or you can say, what do you mean by polygons? Or define polygons. Polygons are named or classified according to their number of sides. It means according to the number of sides, if we take n sides, so its name is classified and given. A polygon with n sides is called n-gon. Now here n sides means whichever side you are taking, its name is given according to that number of sides. If we take example of n sides as 9, if we take a polygon with 9 sides is called nonagon. We have seen that 9 side figure is known as nonagon. So its n side means 9 sides is called n-gon. N-gon name means nonagon. So according to the number of sides, polygons names are classified. Another example, a polygon with 6 sides is called hexagon. So here also polygons are named and classified according to the number of sides. That means a polygon with 6 sides is called hexagon. So polygon with 6 sides is been classified with hexagon. So what we can study about this, that polygons are named and classified according to the number of sides. Here are some other names of polygons which are classified according to their number of sides. Number of sides and polygons name. If number of side is 1, so we can write polygon name as monogon. As because mono means single, that's why we are writing it as monogon. And if number of sides are 2, so we write it as bigon in polygon name as bigon. Bi means 2, so that's why it is known as bigon. Similarly, if 3 sides are given, that means example is given triangle. In triangle 3 sides are there. So number of sides are 3. So we are pronouncing it as trigon. Tri, tri means 3 and gon, gon means trigon. Then if number of sides are 4, then we can say polygon name as tetragon and its example is quadrilateral, square and rectangle. If number of sides are 5, its polygon name is known as pentagon. Number of sides are 6, so we pronounce it as hexagon. Its polygon name is as hexagon. If number of sides are 7, we say heptagon, or you can say septagon. S for 7 and S for septagon. If number of sides are 8, you can say octagon. If number of sides are 9, we can say nonagon. N for 9 and N for nonagon. If number of sides are 10, we can say decagon. Now here deca means 10. If you know that after 10 years are completed, whenever census are taken, so when 10 years are completed, we are writing it as decades, D-E-C-A-D-E-S, decades. So decades means 10 years are completed. So here also this deca word is taken from there only, and deca means 10. So it is known as decagon. Number of sides are 12. It is known as dodecagon. Do means 2, Deca means 10. 10 plus 2, 12, and GON, gone. Number of sides are n, so its name will be classified according to their number of sides. That means n-gon. That means polygon will be classified or named according to the number of sides. So our definition is fitted to this table, and we have seen some number of sides with the name of its polygon. These are some examples of types of polygons. What we have seen now, that only is given here. Triangle, quadrilateral, pentagon, hexagon, heptagon, octagon, nonagon, and decagon. Now here we can also write here that triangle is having 3 sides. So 3-sided figure is also known as trigon. What we can say it as? Trigon. Then quadrilateral is having 4 sides. So we are writing here 4, and 4-sided figure is also known as tetragon. Here 5-sided figure is there. 5-sided figure is known as pentagon. After that 6-sided figure is known as hexagon. 7-sided figure is known as heptagon, or you can write it as septagon. 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 After that 8-sided figure is known as octagon. 9-sided figure is known as nonagon. After that last 10-sided figure is known as decagon. So these all were the types of polygons. So hope that you have understand the concept of types of polygons. Now next topic is closed and open shapes. Now what do you mean by closed shapes and open shapes? Let's see. Open and closed figures. A closed figure or shape starts and ends at the same point. Now here what is given? That a closed figure or shape, you can say, it starts and ends at the same point. As you can see in the figure, as you can see here, in closed figure what is happening? Closed figure or shape starts and end. Here start and ends at the same point. See here, same point is meted. So it is known as closed figure, and closed figure is always closely packed. It ends at the same point. It starts and ends at the same point. Next, an open figure or shape does not start and end at the same point. Now here, an open figure or shape does not start. What is given? It does not start and end at the same point. Here is the example of open figure. See here. You can see here that starting point and ending point does not meet at the same point. They are at the different points. They doesn't meet at the same point. So it is known as open figure. And one thing you have to remember, that in open figure, what will be there? In open figure, it will be open. The figure or shape will be open. It will not be closely packed. It will be open figure. खुला हुआ रहेगा. That means it is an open figure. Now here, by solving one small exercise, we will know more about open figure and closed figure. Do sides touch? Now here open figure and closed figure. See here what is given. In open figure it is given that sides do not touch. That means that figure will be open. In closed figure sides do touch. It means it meet at the same point. Starting point and ending point will be meeting at the same common point and it will be closely packed figure. So here we will solve one exercise so that this open figure and closed figure concept will be more clear to you all. So let's start. In our first figure, what do you see? First figure is closely packed. So we will write here closed figure. And second figure, it is open. It doesn't meet at the same point. And this figure sides doesn't touch. So it is an open figure. So we will write here O. Next, in third figure, it is closely packed figure. So we will write here closed figure. Then fourth one, it is open. So we will write here open figure. In fifth shape, what you are seeing, that is an oval shape and it is closely packed. So we will write here closed shape. That will we can write closed figure. In sixth shape, what is given? Some space is there. So it is open figure. So we will write here open figure. After that, next figure, four-sided figure is given and it is closely packed. So we will write here closed figure. After that, hexagon is given but it is open. So we will write here open figure. After that, next figure is closely packed. So we will write here C, closed figure. After that, next figure is also open. So we will write here open figure. Next figure is closely packed. So we will write here C. After that, next figure is somewhat space is given. So we will write here open figure. Next figure, this is also closely packed. So we will write here C, closely packed figure. Then next figure is space is given. So it is open figure. After that, kite shape is given. In this kite shape, it is also closely packed figure. So we will write here C. And then next also kite figure is given but it is open. So we will write here open figure. After that, next figure is closely packed. So we will write here C. And at last figure is also open. So we will write here open figure. So hope that after solving this exercise, you may have clear with the concept of open figure and closed figure. Now moving to our next topic, that is what are angles. Now here, what do you mean by angles or define angles? An angle is the figure formed by two rays sharing a common end point called the vertex of the angle. What do you mean by angle? An angle is the figure formed by two rays. Now here, what do you mean by two rays? See here. This is ray 1. This is ray 2. This is ray 1 and this is ray 2. I am giving R1, R2. That means ray 1 and ray 2. But here what is given? An angle is the figure formed by two rays sharing a common end point. Means two rays are there but they are sharing a common end point called the vertex of the angle. So it means what is given, that one common end point is given and from sharing this common end point, two rays are formed like this. This is ray 1 and this is ray 2. And this sharing common endpoint, this sharing a common endpoint is called vertex. What is this common endpoint called? Vertex. It is known as vertex. This common endpoint is known as vertex of the angle. Now here you can see that angle is formed. So this definition is fitted to this diagram. That means an angle is the figure formed by two rays sharing a common endpoint, which is called vertex of the angle, and this is the ray 1 and this is here ray 2, and here angle is formed. Now this we will see more about angles in our next slide. This is our next slide. How angles look like. So the definition which we have seen in our previous slide, that only is given here. What is this? This is a vertex. That means a common endpoint from where ray 1 and ray 2 we have formed, and here angle is formed. When angle is formed? When sharing a common endpoint. That means what a common endpoint means? Vertex. Sharing a common endpoint, that means vertex, from vertex two rays, this ray 1 and this is ray 2. These two rays are formed. By sharing common endpoint, when two rays are formed, so angle is formed. So angle is formed by sharing common endpoint from ray 1 and ray 2. So here angle is formed. See here how angles look like. Here is our angle, and common endpoint is known as vertex. Here is ray 1 and ray 2, and here our angle is formed. So hope that you have been clear with the concept of what are angles. Now we will see about types of angles. Different types of angles. Here are 4 different types of angles. We will study one by one about different types of angles. First angle is acute angle, or you can say it as acute angle. See, from the name itself, it is known that this angle is very cute. When you see any boy or girl, that he or she is very cute. So what do you say? That this boy is very cute. Or you can say, or you may say that this girl is very cute. We will say na. So that means this angle is also a cute angle. Now, what do you mean by acute angle, or define acute angle? An angle which measures more than 0 degree but less than 90 degree. What is saying? क्या बोला है यहाँ पर? An angle which measures more than 0 degree but less than 90 degree. ऐसा एंगल कि जिसका मेजर 0 डिग्री से ज़्यादा हो बट लेस देन 90 डिग्री, 90 डिग्री से लेस हो, उसको बोला जाता है acute angle. And here is an example of acute angle. Then next, obtuse angle. Or you can say, what do you mean by obtuse angle? An angle which measures more than 90 degree but less than 180 degree. More than 90 degree but less than 180 degree. That means obtuse angle measures more than 90 degree. 90 डिग्री से जो एंगल बड़ा होगा उसको बोला जाता है obtuse angle. And here is an example of obtuse angle. After that, next angle is right angle. Now what do you mean by right angle? An angle which measures exactly 90 degree, which measures exactly 90 degree. स्ट्रेट होगा ज़्यादातर वो एंगल, ऊपर से खड़ा हुआ स्ट्रेट और नीचे से भी स्ट्रेट, दोनों साइड उसके स्ट्रेट रहेगी और 90 डिग्री उसका मेजर रहेगा, उसको बोला जाता है राइट एंगल. हियर इज एन एग्जाम्पल ऑफ राइट एंगल. देन नेक्स्ट, straight angle. Now what do you mean by straight angle? An angle which measures exactly 180 degree. What is given? Straight angle is an angle which measures exactly 180 degree. क्या होगा? स्ट्रेट एंगल जो है वो उसका मेजर कितना होगा? एग्जैक्टली 180 डिग्री होगा. और दिस इज एन एग्जाम्पल ऑफ स्ट्रेट एंगल. So here we have studied about 4 different types of angles. First was acute angle whose measure is less than 90 degree. Second, we have studied about obtuse angle whose measure is more than 90 degree. Then we have seen third, right angle which measures exactly 90 degree. And fourth one, straight angle which measures exactly 180 degree. So here we have completed our learning outcomes. Now for recalling of today's session, what we have studied today, we have studied some learning outcomes first. We have seen what are shapes, classification of shapes. Then we have seen closed and open shapes, and we have solved some exercise about closed and open shapes to get the concept more clearly. Then we have seen what are polygons, and we have seen list of polygons, that is n-gon names. According to the number of sides, polygons are named and classified. We have seen this with the help of table, and we have solved the table with the names of polygons. Then we have seen about what are angles and different types of angles. We have seen that there are 4 types of angles: acute angle, obtuse angle, right angle, and straight angle. Hope that you have been enjoyed this lecture, and I just want that you all students please do revise these topics at home once and give a glance to these topics so that we can start our chapter number 2, shapes and angles, from your Math Magic textbook in our next lecture. And this all topics and exercise which we have done today will help you out to solve the exercise of your textbooks, of your Math Magic textbook, in our next session. So please revise your topics which we have studied today once and be prepared for our next lecture. Till then, stay safe. Thank you.